through. Okay. All right, here we go, Kev.
All right.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Guru and the Other Guy. My apologies for not posting for a little while. My mom has been in the hospital. She had her operation this morning. Everything went better than expected. So we jumped on this podcast today, and then I'm going to go down to the hospital after we're done. So, Guru, what's up? How you been?
I'm doing good.
All right, very good.
You're looking pretty good there.
Listen, it is
You
what
haven't
it is.
looked that good in a while.
Been a while. Well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. You know, I'll take it. Take any I can get because I don't get many here at the house, so I'll take it.
I get that feeling. I
All
know.
right. So, Guru, what do you want to chat about today?
Well, I was saving these articles, and we haven't
Okay.
met in a while,
Okay.
and some of them, they're saying like the economy is really good, but the
Who's
housing
saying that?
market. Well, they're spending. Things are being spent. People are making money on the. Here it is. Housing costs are clouding an otherwise glowing economy.
Written by a liberal. Not that we
Well,
talk politics here, but I mean, come
everything
on.
is, but everything is relative to your situation.
Listen, I get it, but what
You
we
know,
care,
it's like,
but what we care about here, Guru, we care about housing, right? We
well,
care
that's
about the
good. And you
market.
teach, I know, but that's good that housing is all, not moving, because then you can teach
It's terrible.
your
Well,
wisdom.
well, let me tell you this. It is good because yesterday one of my young students, 20 some odd years old,
Hmm.
he sends me a property to call, and he says, "Hey, give this one a call," and I look at it, and in the actual thing says, "Hey, I'm open to sell." It was written, "I'm open to seller financing, including subject to." I call the realtor. I said,
Hmm.
"Hey, why?" Just out of curiosity, why I'm interested in buying these houses, right? It was a 3 parcel thing, for my student. I told him I was a teacher and yada yada yada, and I said one of my students is very interested in it. I said, but why subject to? He's like, listen, I try to talk my sellers out of this. It's the worst thing ever. I said, listen, I totally agree. I've got a way better program for you.
Right.
We talked for not only for a half hour, he's got a meeting set up with the sellers, and now he wants to become a student of mine, right? He's like, hey, listen, I want to take you
What,
out
the
golfing.
realtor?
The realtor. He's like, he goes, listen, I love hearing your creative financing methods. And he goes, I've never heard what you're talking about ever presented. And he goes, you should see,
Really?
and he says, you should see some of the dum-dums that come and present some of the offers that he gets to me. Just laughs at them. He's like, these guys don't even know what they're talking about. And they're presenting offers. It's like, beat it.
But that's not how real estate school
No,
goes. They're very by the book, and
no, of
it's
course. No. But listen,
it's goofy. But
the problem is that it's a duplex. It's an investment property. They're already pre-rented. The problem is that the interest rates are so high, he's not getting any offers to buy this thing.
right.
Because the numbers are just not there. But if you do things a different way, like we preach, right, you can get it to work. And it works with our method. And it's much safer for the seller, much safer for the buyer.
But what the interest rate on that they're paying now? What do they have?
I didn't even ask them. All
Right.
I cared about was how much they were bringing in, right? I wanted to know their
Right.
numbers, right? Give me their numbers because I wasn't going to do subject to, right?
Excuse me.
So, I just know it's lower than what it has because they owned it for 7 years. So, they're probably in the 3-4% range. So I didn't care. I didn't care what they were paying. I cared about what kind of rent are we bringing it in, what kind of shape are the houses in, are the mechanicals in good shape, right? Is the rent fair market? Was it below fair market rent? And they were both below fair market rent, right?
What
Houses
kind of
were in good
area?
it was in Darby, not in the best neighborhood, but it's not in the worst neighborhood, right? It's they have He's got a duplex and then a single family and another duplex, but the duplex went under contract. So so he's trying to sell it as a package, but he couldn't sell it as a package. So my student's going to buy the two, flip one. He's going to flip the single and keep the duplex. And he'll make about $700 a month on the duplex. No money down. No money down. No money down. No money out of his pocket, right? When he flips the single.
What about the commission?
Yeah, the realtor knows he's getting paid at the end. He's okay with it, right? He's fine with waiting 12 months because we're going to do two of them. And he's fine with it because he wants to learn more how this works anyway. So he's trying to pick my brain.
Right.
Wants to take me golfing, wants to become a student. And I said, yeah, we'll do all that. We'll do all that. We'll do all that, right? So anyway, so when he flips the one, he'll make $42,000 on the flip. And he'll make about $600, $700 a month, or depending if he can get the rent raised another $200. He'll make about $700. Right now, $500, but no money down at all. And no money out of pocket. So no money out of pocket. Zero. I'm talking zero out of pocket. So, now if he wants to do a home
what's the benefit? What's the benefit to the seller?
Oh, the benefit to the seller is that he's not going to be doing subject to financing where he's giving his deed away, right? He's not giving his deed away.
You're doing the contract for deed.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So with what he's doing, he's giving away his deed. The loan's staying in his name. It's the worst thing possible out there. You know that. You know subject to is horrible.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's why Pace Morby, I've been getting a lot of his videos. He's not even, they're going off into different things where now he's been doing that, but he's teaching so many other things. And I don't know all of them, but he always has all these gimmicks.
But that's what they are. By the way, that's what they are. They're gimmicks because he's all about trying to introduce different things.
New stuff every day.
But the reason why is because people get educated, and I'm going to expose them. By the way, I'm going to be starting a Monday night expose, exposing a guru of the week. Okay, and he's the first guru. Now we've already exposed him a little bit, but not to the full extent.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. But the reason why he does it is because the people that he attracts, they don't know anything about real estate, and they hear all this and they're like, "Oh wow!" But guys like me and you, we laugh at that. We're like, "He's an idiot." Like he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
I think he introduces this new stuff because I think people pay so much money to him. They're getting pissed off.
Right.
And he's just like, okay, try this, try that.
Right.
So,
and it all fails.
There's nothing left.
Listen, Guru, let me ask you this. I don't watch him because I can't stand listening to him because it makes my blood curl. But let me ask you a question. If he was a successful mentor, right? He's a successful bullshit artist is what he is. If he was a successful mentor, where's all of his students saying, the guy made me rich? The guy changed my life. Where are they?
Well, he controls the narrative on YouTube. And, he puts up what he wants everybody to hear.
Right.
And,
to pay him thousands of dollars.
You're right. He doesn't, there's no ringing endorsements for everybody that's paid him.
Right.
Eventually somebody like that, his luck runs out and he'll be exposed.
Well,
but unfortunately, everybody will have spent thousands.
Well, listen,
and you'll never be able to recover it.
Exactly.
It's just not going to happen.
Right. Listen, I'm going to cordially invite you to my Monday night expose, and I'd like for you. Yeah. You can join in. Right. It's the inaugural one, which is going to be.
Talk?
Yes, I'm going to let you run the floor. Here's what the invite is. I want you to go pick out a couple of Pace Morbley's videos, right?
Right.
And we will pick them apart and we will teach people and expose Pace for the fraud that he is and what he teaches. Now listen, I'm not hammering the man, the individual. I'm hammering what he's selling, what he's preaching, and what he's telling people. And we're going to expose it for the bullshit that it is, right? So next Monday night is the inaugural Monday night expose. And I'd like for you to be my first guest, and we'll expose. Pace is our first guy. He's the first target.
I saw it was just this week. What's today? Thursday?
Today's
Yeah, it was like
Thursday.
Monday or Tuesday on YouTube. He was. I only watched about 2 minutes of it, but he's saying, "You find the property and I'll buy it."
Yeah. Well, listen, any donkey can go buy a property, right? If you have thousands of
All
students
the
giving
money,
him,
yeah.
but listen, if you got thousands of students giving him $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, how hard is it to go out there and overpay for property, right? Just because he
Right.
can do it doesn't mean you should, and it doesn't mean it's a good deal, right? I saw his deals. He talks
Yeah,
about
but you can't buy all the properties that cover up what's going on.
right,
All the flaws, all the people who spent money. I
right.
mean, you cannot. At some
Well,
point, you're going to run out of cash. I don't
right.
care
No,
who you are.
yeah, no, listen. Well, what I want to do is I want to take a deep dive and expose him and his program for the fraud bullcrap that it is, right? And it might be a 3-part series with this guy, right? So, I'm going to pick out some of the videos. I have a student that sent me over the cost of his program. You want to hear you want to hear this? You ready for this?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, hold on. You ready? Let me pull this out. Give me a second. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
This is what he charges people. And it's for bullshit. You ready?
Where did you get this at?
I got this from one of my students who went to him and said, "Hey, bullshit his way," and he sent him over it. He sent it to him. And so it says, "How much does the sub 2 program cost?" There are three levels that you want to join the sub 2 training program, right? 3 levels.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me ask you a question. So if you join the lower level, you don't succeed, right? You got to join the higher level to succeed. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go over the 3 levels with you. Level number 1, core, $7,800. The core
Number
program.
one.
Yeah, number 1 contains the main training video course, access to a private Facebook group, and daily Zoom coaching sessions. Let me tell you this. I guarantee it ain't him that's teaching those coaching sessions. And what are you going to learn on a private Facebook group, right? What are you going to learn?
Yeah, he pushes the private Facebook group.
Right,
He
okay.
does push
But
that.
here's the thing, though. Subject to is the easiest thing to learn. There's not much you can learn, right, over a certain point.
We've said this, and this is what's important about the Golden Triangle. Learning all these things are easy.
Yes.
It's how you structure
it.
talk
Yes, absolutely.
how you actually frame it.
Yes.
And actually have credibility. How you talk.
Yes. And he's got none.
The
way he talks to himself is a
subject too is like it's so simplistic.
It's second grade stuff.
It's that small.
Yes.
It's that small.
Yes. All right, let me give you number 2. Number 2 is standard. $10,800. Includes everything from the core. Additions include topics that covers flipping real estate and how to deal with probate. I mean, deal with probate. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, then it says, finally, you'll be giving access to your own virtual assistant for certain tasks and customer relations management and your own transaction coordinator to do your needed paperwork.
TC.
If you don't know how to do your own paperwork, you're an idiot, and you're not getting proper training.
Because we saw a few videos. The transaction coordinators, they were writing the agreements, and he even said, "I don't write my own agreement."
Horrible! How don't you write your own agreement? Is that a joke? It's a joke.
How is that possible?
I don't know. You got to be an idiot. If you can't write your own agreement, you're not a real estate investor.
And,
all right, let me go.
Most of them. And not to interrupt you, but most of them are in their early 20s. These people.
You would trust that.
Done?
Yeah, probably don't
what
want
have they ever.
Nothing.
They don't even own real estate.
Right. Exactly. You think I'm going to have some? Listen, I've done thousands of transactions. I'm going to have some transaction coordinator. Get the fuck out of here. Okay. Number 3. You ready? His mastermind course. That mastermind. Right. $19,000. Includes everything from the standard, plus it gives you access to you can attend one of his sub 2 program's live, and you can possibly meet him in person. Oh my God, I'm going to melt. I can meet Pace Morbley. Oh my God, my heart. My heart. Oh my God, my heart. I'm going to meet Pace
Is
Morbley
there
in
a
person.
payment plan? Is there a payment plan?
I don't know and I
Or
don't
the
care.
or finance? He's not going to give you a payment because people will stop paying, I
Right?
guess.
Of course they will. It's total
Maybe he
junk.
sets up a finance company to
Of course he
or a
does. Of
credit
course,
card
of
or
course he
what?
does. Of course he does.
Oh my!
Of course
I
he
mean,
does.
first of all, you how many people have 20 grand laying around today?
Right. Well, they all think they're
Right?
going to, they all think, oh, I'll give this guy 20 grand. I'll make it back in 2 deals. And realize 3 years later, they've got no deals. Right? It's a
It's hope.
joke.
He's selling false hope.
He's selling false promises. It's exactly what
Mm-hmm.
he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. Right? And then, so now the reason why he's saying, look, guys, go find me property and I'll pay you is because he knows if not, his students can't buy property themselves. Right? Where are his students saying, hey, I bought this, I bought this, I
You,
bought that?
you know that method, what he's doing, you get too big. Like you really do get too big. You're taking those big dollars and you have to deliver, but you're getting so many people paying so much money that you can't give them personal teachings. You
Hell
cannot.
no. Listen,
You can't
listen,
do it.
listen, Guru. I have a student, right, that is in Virginia. And
Hmm.
she found us. She went through Bigger Pockets, heard about me and you, right? Said, hey, here, then watch videos of me, right? And then
Right.
called me, and I talked to her for like an hour. Ex-military, she was
Oh, really?
dude. Not only ex-military.
Discipline.
Listen to me. Hold on. She drove. She flew helicopters, Black Hawk helicopters,
Oh, okay.
in the war in Iraq. Her husband is an Apache helicopter pilot, flew in Iraq and in Afghanistan, right? West Point graduates, right? Sharpest attack. Anyway, so my point, I lost my train of thought. Oh, so she called up last night. I was on the phone with her for 2 hours, and we talked about Pace Morbley, right? And I said, let me ask you a question. Do you honestly think if you paid that guy 20 grand, and look, she's paying me $59 a month, right? I was on the phone with her for 2 hours last night, going over deals, right? Hold on. I said, do you think you would get this from Pace Morbley? Right? You think you would this? She's like, hell no. Exactly, right? He can't handle it. He's a phone. It's crapola. Subject to is the worst thing out there. And I'm going to expose it. So my inaugural Monday night expose.
My whole point is he's not pushing that. He's pushing these other things
Really?
because he knows it's not working.
What's he pushing? Do you know?
Well, gator, elephant, these are financing
jeez.
or find properties or
Right.
you can get like it's like flipping, and then he
Right.
comes in and buys
Right.
it and all the propaganda that
Right. All the
we
bullshit.
view.
Right.
Yeah,
All
I
the
mean,
bullshit.
if people don't realize if someone's asking you as a group, thousands and thousands of people follow me
Yeah.
and they're paying 20 grand, I mean thousands,
Yep.
it's a dead end.
No doubt.
Now, if you were
Absolutely.
going to train somebody and you only have limited people for a certain amount of time, and if you could get it if you're charging 10 grand, you're
Right.
worth every penny of it because you're going to be personal service. You're
Right.
going to
Yeah.
be there with them.
Yeah.
But with him, you're getting Facebook.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you're never
Yeah.
going to touch him.
And that's the thing. That's the thing.
And I
That's
don't
the.
even know if he has the experience. I don't know. How do I know?
I don't believe. Listen, in my opinion, he's horrible. Anyway, let's move on to the articles that you had. Tell me about the articles that you had.
Well, the whole thing is they're saying the economy is. I know inflation's high, but they're saying that things are decent except for real estate. Housing costs are clouding an otherwise glowing economy.
Glowing
Inflation is
economy.
cooling. The stock market, it's out of control. Wages are going up, jobs are abound, but the real estate is in a quagmire. It nothing's happening.
Well, it's a good time to be a guy like us that know the program that we use because it's one of the best programs out there, especially in difficult times when people can't sell their house. Right?
No, they're not. They're just not going to. I mean, things. We talked about this before. If you have a house in the last 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, whatever, you have a
Yeah.
low interest rate.
Yeah, right.
So
Why would you want to
if you
sell?
want to upgrade or go somewhere else, you're going to be paying a much
Yep.
higher interest
Yeah,
rate.
6, 7%.
Yeah, yeah. It's so people aren't moving.
Right.
I think that I saw the numbers down here. Now it's starting the summer. 270 listings
Right.
are available. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
And there's not many sales. I think there were 40 some sales on the whole island,
Wow, that's
which
horrible.
no, it's I've told you this privately. You maybe don't remember. Of all the mortgages, right? Follow
Yeah.
me.
Yep.
What is the 35% of the mortgage applicants who get mortgages now? What's the age?
Oh,
35% of all the mortgages, this one age group,
okay.
are
Thir-
are at 35%.
So you're asking me what you're saying
What's the age group that commands 35% of all the mortgages, new mortgages right now?
the age group.
Where did you go, by the way?
Oh, sorry. Well, I've got you on a close up.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
I
I
did.
was
I
seeing
did.
the feed.
What is the age group?
What's the age group
Right. That's
for
getting most of the mortgages.
35%
Well,
of
I don't
all
think
mortgages
well,
written?
I'm going to have to say it's going to be an older age group because I don't think
Mm-hmm.
the young people have the money and the interest rates are too high for them. So I'm going to say the 50 and over crowd.
59 to 98.
Wow. Wow.
59. Wrap your head
Wow.
around that. And
Wow.
that's 35%.
Wow.
59 it starts at. We're not talking,
59. Right,
yeah,
60
we're
years
not
old.
talking early 50s,
So
40s.
so these are the ones that are selling their house and moving to Florida or moving to their vacation
Yeah,
homes and
they're getting new
downsizing.
mortgages.
Right.
They're getting new mortgages.
Right. Right.
35% are
Right.
in that age group.
But see, the thing with them, though, like, here's the difference with them.
But
Most of them, just hear me out. Listen, listen,
you got
listen.
to be damn
No,
70,
no, listen,
80
listen.
taking
No,
out
no,
mortgages.
but listen. Most of them have had their houses for a long period of time, so
Right,
they have a lot
right.
of equity in it, right?
So
So
they're
when they
getting smaller,
when they
mortgages.
go to sell their big house that they've been living in,
Mm-hmm.
they sell that house, right? They get a nice chunk of money, even though the interest rates are higher. They're downsizing, right? They're living out their last 10, 15, 20 years in a
Right.
smaller house. So they're
But
they're
they
borrowing.
have to get that income somewhere, man.
Yeah, no, you're right. Well,
You know what I mean? I mean, if you're
yeah, but you
taking out
can.
that
Yeah, but you can.
mortgage, you
No,
have
no,
to
no,
qualify,
yeah, but you can. You
right?
can require. Yeah, you can require with pension, Social Security.
Oh, well, yeah, I get that, but they still have to pay a mortgage.
Yeah, no, I got you. But I do. I understand. But they're putting probably bigger down
Oh,
payments
yeah, I
down.
get
So
it.
so even though the interest rates are higher, their payment is still relatively affordable for them. Do you know what I
But
mean?
it's always been a myth that people who are retirees cannot get a mortgage. You've heard that. I
Yeah,
mean, you've been in the mortgage
yeah,
business. I
yeah.
mean, it's not true, but
It's not true. It's not true. It's
people
not true.
think, oh, okay, I'm retired, I can't
Right,
get a mortgage. Well,
because
that's just not true.
yeah, because they don't understand. You can qualify with your Social Security. You can qualify with your pension. Right.
Pension,
You
yeah.
can use all that to qualify for a loan.
Mhm.
So a
For
lot of
your,
people.
your investment returns and
Yeah, of
things like
course.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. You
So,
can use that as well
but
too.
we always go back to this: is that they need to go to the academy because, God, Mike, you ought to raise your damn prices. I keep on telling you
I
that
know. I know. You know what? Everybody
because
tells me that.
I convinced I tell you, if you raised your prices to thousands of dollars, people will go, "Oh, there's value there." But when you
Right.
have it so low, they're going, "Nah." Well, how's he only charging 59
Right.
bucks a
I know.
month?
I know. I
You know,
know.
that's where I think there is the rub.
Maybe.
Raise it, put a few zeros on that thing.
I know. I'm gonna figure something out, right? Because I do think I get that stigma that oh yeah, there must be something wrong. But anybody who talks to me for 10 minutes and I say, look, call me on the phone, right? I'll pick up. I'll talk to you. They're signing up immediately. They're like, oh my, and then I get, I wish I would have found you way sooner, right? After they wasted $10,000 on Pace
Yeah.
Morbly, you know, you know. But
Yeah, see, I think it's better that I think you should
and
do
now's a
some
good time.
I think you should do some Saturday boot camps. $500, you get about 30 students all day.
Yeah,
That'd be the best $500 you ever spent. The
no doubt.
best you ever spent.
No doubt, because we teach everything that others don't. That stuff that would actually
Right.
benefit
Do the
people.
boot
All right,
camps.
maybe
Yeah.
we will. Maybe we'll do that.
You
Maybe we'll do
prepare
that.
for the fall. You could do the
Okay.
boot camps.
All right, maybe
I'm
we'll do that.
sure
Okay.
you'll rock it.
All right, we could do
Yeah, I'm
that.
sure.
We could
These
set up a
people
boot
need
camp.
to get their head out of their ass and realize they can do it.
Right.
You can do it.
Right.
Do not. Your thoughts are saying no, it can't be done. Don't listen to your thoughts.
No. Right. I agree with
It
that.
can be done.
Yes. No doubt. Look at
And
me.
now is a ripe time.
I'm a prime example. I barely got out of high school. And then as soon as I got out of high school, I was one of the biggest Section 8 landlords in Norristown in no time. Right?
Yeah.
Now, people might say I got lucky. No, I worked hard at it. I worked hard at it, right?
Well,
I learned
now
my craft.
it's ideal because the rental market is exploding.
It's exploding.
People cannot get mortgages.
No, I agree they can't. I totally agree. They cannot. It's a tough real estate market, but it's a good.
I sent you that article about no money down.
Yeah,
that's making to come back. Did you read that one?
Yes,
I'm not sure.
but I saw that.
The
my wife has a program. It's 1%, right? 1% loans they're doing. So.
And what do you qualify? What is it? A credit driven?
What's that?
Credit driven?
Yeah. Well, of course you got to have a decent credit score, but it's not like
a high
700.
credit score.
No, you can get it with 620.
Yeah, but then they come back in that article saying, "What the hell's going to happen?" Well, like it did in 2007, 2008.
But Guru, but that was a different story, right? And
you're getting the second on against that. You're getting the second, right?
No, there are some programs that offer grants and down payment assistance where they're actually forgivable. If you live there for 5 years, there's no payments.
But that's
right?
grants. What I'm talking about, the biggest mortgage company in the country is doing these no money down deals.
I got to read it. I got to read it. We'll
and the loan to value is much higher, like it was in 2005, 6, 7, 8. And so right off the bat, you're upside down.
Yep.
You're underwater.
Right, and it's easy to walk away. And it's easy to walk away. See, the thing is,
they doing that?
Because
I forget the damn article.
Well, you know and I know. Because when people buy houses, they buy things: paint, rugs, appliances, beds, furniture, curtains. They buy things: pots, pans. Right? The housing market drives the economy. That's why they're trying to stimulate it to get it going. Try to get more homeowners.
Yeah, but what's it into the risk of a national mortgage company doing that? You know why?
Well, because
they're not writing loans and
because they're not
go to the government for a bailout.
Yes, the mortgage business right now is dead. There's no buyers and no sellers out there.
And no
there are buyers. Either. No, they're buyers. They're buyers, but there's nobody putting their house up on the market. So the market is dead. The realtors are starving out there. I mean, look in your neck of the woods. You're in a vacation part of town, right? Usually there's how many houses up for sale? 200 a month? What's the average?
There's a lot. If it went down to 3%, let's say it went overnight to 3% mortgages, it would be thousands of homes.
Right. And what is it now?
270.
Okay, which is like nothing. Listen, I used to
No.
drive around in the neighborhoods and I would see for sale signs, decent amount. I don't see any right now. I don't see any for sale signs. I see one go up, it gets sold, and I don't see anything else, nowhere around.
And
Right?
you know what? Down here, the stale market, and I'm surrounded by just in a 2 block radius, and it's beach. We're at the beach. They put up these monstrosities in Ocean City. They're ugly, and we do a lot of business with them. It's
Right.
the owners, not to
Yeah.
go into what we do, but
Right.
you have the parking, and then you have 3 stories.
Right. Hmm.
So you're going up into the sky.
Yeah.
There's new ones, they're resales right now. In fact, the famous car dealer, it's
Okay.
the son who runs is 3 houses up.
Okay.
He's had that listed. It's 5 bedrooms, 4 baths. They're ugly to me.
Right. Right.
2.6 million. He put it up last summer, couldn't sell it. He
Right.
just put it up again. We have new construction down the street,
Yeah.
2.6.
Right.
Same houses
Right.
across the street. They can't move them.
Can't sell them. Wow.
Well, look at you. If you put 20% down, okay,
Right.
do the math. But
Yeah.
then you got to qualify.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hold on, Guru. I think we got some. I think we we just we unfortunately lost our signal, so we're gonna call it a quits for the night, and then we will jump back in. But stay tuned, everybody. Let me do this real quick. Right, we lost our signal, and I apologize. We lost the Guru. We were having issues with his camera earlier while we were setting up. So listen, what I was trying to tell you is that we are going to start a Monday night expose where I'm going to expose the Guru of the Week. There's also a couple of other things that we're getting ready to roll out. It's going to be an open mic night where I'm going to have an open mic and anybody can call in, give me a house that they have, and I will help structure that property and show you what to do with it, how to structure the deal, how to put it together. All right, so stay tuned for some good things coming out. And I'm going to have a solo podcast, a short 30-minute, quick Golden Triangle 30-minute podcast talking about a different subject every week. So those 3 things are coming out, rolling very soon. So I just want to thank everybody for coming by. And sorry that we lost the Guru. And but don't worry, he'll be back and he'll be part of our Monday night expose. He'll come on and we'll roast a few gurus. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming, and we will see you soon. Take care.